Anytime you see me wearing the glasses is probably because I think I'm hiding the mess that I look. So let's talk about this. I have a court date on the 20th that I just found out. I literally went to my mailbox today. I'm glad I did, and found this in my mailbox. And it is for my unemployment. I'm fighting my unemployment. They say that I owe them like $530 because I quit one of the jobs, one of the 3 jobs that I had over this spring to summer. And they're saying I quit without cause and I'm not allowed to quit a job when I'm on unemployment, which is so stupid. But anyway, my fight was, because I wrote them a whole letter, like it was like 3 pages, fighting that and some other things that they had said. Now, the other things that they had said were like they did not approve me being in school for my second quarter that I was at Renton Technical College. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you approve the first quarter and not the second, which is called the Workers Retraining Program? If you want to hear more about my schooling, you might want to go watch this video right here. So anyway, I won all of that. The one thing that they're hanging on to is me quitting this job that I had as a field merchandiser at 𝗂𝗍𝗂. Here's the thing, and this is what I said in my letter and what I'll say to the judge on the 20th, which, by the way, this court date is over the phone. I just have to call. I'm going to have to make sure at work, because I will have already started my orientation week as a teacher. So I'm going to have to say I got to go to court at 9:30. So anyway, I got this, we'll call it my 3rd job as a field merchandiser back in March of 2025. While I still had my full-time job as a communications manager. The reason why I got that job, because I was like, oh, I'm living in Seattle now. I'm going to need a little extra money, a little extra coins so I can kick it in the city. And then I ended up losing my job in September 2025, as you know, and also the renter, my friend in my house, not paying rent. So then it became a job that I needed. And then at that time, UNCF was like, we got you. And they hired me on part-time. So instead of just doing volunteer hours, they were like, we can give you some part-time hours. Here you go. So the 3 jobs that I had were UNCF, 𝗂𝗍𝗂, and then of course I started substitute teaching in the school districts out here. While that's happening, I also started school at Renton Technical College. I started school in January when I started substituting, and January to June is 2 quarters of school. That's 6 months, right? In April of 2026, this year, I decided I got to quit this 𝗂𝗍𝗂 job, because not only am I in school, I'm literally substituting every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes 8 a.m. to 4:45, sometimes 9 to 3. So when, and then on top of that, school again, and then UNCF. So when do I have time to work this field merchandiser job when I have to drive sometimes an hour to go see if they got bath bombs? Oh, no, 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 no. And cherry on top, I had already accepted not only my school job that I start in a few days, teaching 2nd grade, I had already accepted the summer camp job. That I'm talking to you like you the judge. Lord, let me calm down. I had already accepted the summer camp job. I'm just practicing, girl. You my practice, okay? Because I'm about to win this. I know I am. I had already accepted the summer camp job, which of course the summer camp job, you know, when it came to April, didn't start till June. And then, yeah, my job, my full-time job didn't start until August. So there was some months, but also, again, school, UNCF, substituting. I'm not doing field merchandiser, driving around, and gas is $7.95 here in Seattle, Washington. I'm not doing that. Okay. So that's why I quit. I quit. Yeah, I sure did. I quit. I will admit to that. I quit. Who's doing that? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So that's what I'm going to tell the judge. And I believe that I will win. God is going to go with me. I will say the prayer that I always pray is before I go either speaking on stage. Well, I was going to say court date, never really been to court. Actually, when I was in like 6th grade, I did have to go to court because I saw a young boy drown and I had to like talk about it. That was weird. Very sad. But anyway, you know what I mean. I haven't gone to court, but still, I will be praying the same prayer, which is God, give me the words. When Moses, if you read your Bible, was talking to, was it the burning bush? But anyway, God wanted him to go and, you know, let my people go. And he was like, but I stutter. I'm nervous. I can't do this. And God said, who made your mouth? I will give you the words, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I know that God is always with me. So I'm going to win this because that's ridiculous for you to think that I was about to work at UNCF, substitute teaching, being in school, and CASA. When I did do it from January to April. I said, oh, no. So anyway, that's what we're going to be dealing with on Thursday, the 20th. Girl, you're going to come with me. You're going to be my witnesses. And there we go.